Just doing an update on the UNS 30A dual all-in-one. Currently the tank has been running almost 2 months. It'll be 2 months on April 15th. I made a few changes to the tank, mainly with just the corals. Added 5 corals in total, 4 from Aqua SD, which includes the 2 goniopora on the left, the blasto that is underneath the frog spawn, and the plate coral that's on the right hand side. Also added a pipe organ, and I added that from the local fish store, the Mad Reefer. The main reason why I decided to get that one wasn't because of the coral itself, but because of the life that it was carrying on there. There was sponges, clams, asterina starfish. Last night I saw a serpent star, sponges, I think I said clams already, just all sorts of things crawling all over it. And I used this to replace the coral skeleton that was in there. The macroalgae that I attached to this has been doing really great, taking off, has grown since I've added it. I don't have much problems, just a little bit of diatoms that you can see, but nothing, it's nowhere close to some of these other tanks I've had in the past. This has been really great so far. I did have 3 pederson shrimp. I'm down to 2 now. One of them jumped out of the net as I was doing a water change. I was adding to a 5-gallon bucket. I thought it was in there. So to avoid that, and make sure I have all my shrimp, I ordered a clear container that I'm going to be using and actually have used. And this will help make sure I can keep track of the shrimp and know that they've actually been taken out of the tank and are safe. Currently there's pods growing in the tank, feather dusters, and just everything's just doing really great. No issues, no real complaints. I have a lid coming from Octo Aquatics that'll be here Saturday. This will help with the evaporation, as I'm topping off about every other day roughly. The lights I do plan on replacing. I want something that's going to provide more spread and less shadowing, as the frog spawn I've already lifted up due to issues that I see where it's going to start growing outwards and end up possibly touching the elegance coral or the other corals, and I want to avoid that. So it gave me a little more room there, but it also should start growing up and then covering the tank. And that's what I want to make sure that I'm ahead of that before it grows too big and now it's shadowing over everything. So with the light bar, which is what I'm looking for, it should be able to give the tank enough coverage and not cause any shadowing. The other replacement part is going to be the pump. I'm looking for a wave maker possibly. I don't know if I'll keep the spin stream on there when I add that, but we'll see how it works out and how it does with something that's going to be inconsistent flow. As you can see, elegance coral, frog spawn, the plates, the goniopora, the pipe organ, everything seems to be doing great. I haven't had any issues with anything, and that's about it. Again, the 2 mark will be April 15th, and we'll see how everything is then.